Good afternoon from Oklahoma. Beowulf kind of giving everybody a holler at. It's a Wednesday afternoon. Talked to my brother Ash across the pond early this morning, and he had asked me would I do a video on the new humidor I had bought and got set up. And I told him I'd try to get one done this afternoon when I got back from the courthouse. So if I sound like I'm a little bit rattling and everything, please excuse me, because I spent a whole day up in the courthouse and I've had a dozen people asking me questions. So my mind's kind of all kind of jumbled up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to do the best I can on this humidor to let my brother across the pond, Badger Ash, see what I got, because he was curious and was wanting to know. Well, this here is the unit right here. And I got it set at 68 degrees inside. It's been holding its temperature real well. I've had not one bit of problem out of it since I've set it up.
And it's holding its humidity good.
Yeah, it's holding its humidity real well. And it's not accumulating a bunch of water. Now, when I got this in, it told me on the instructions to let it set for 2 hours before I plugged it up so everything could balance out. So that's what I did. I let it sit for 2 hours, and then I plugged it up, and I set my temperature at 68 degrees. And then I had to let it sit for 3 days before I put anything in it. Now, some of the guys will tell you that does videos on these to get you some still water and wipe your shelves down. And some of them will tell you don't wipe your shelves down. It can create too much of a humidity problem. But I checked my instructions and it didn't say do it or don't do it. So I just decided I'm not going to wipe my shelves down. I got a little old plastic tray and I put some still water in it and set it inside. And I let it sit there. I think it was 3 days it sit there till the humidity got up to where I wanted to keep it, which was at 75 on humidity. Of course, the temperature still stayed 68 degrees. By doing all that, it has helped the humidity real well, and it's helped the temperature real well. I've got no complaints about this
Need one.
Need one. Yeah, need one. I was going to say want one, but it's need one, which I was wanting one, so I guess I got to need one. But this is the unit. I'm kind of open it up. My cat's kind of bumping around, and show you what the insides look like. So, and it's got a good tight sealed door. That's what I like about it. The door is real tight and sealed. As you can see, on the top shelf, my temperature shows 67 degrees to 72 humidity. And the very bottom shelf shows 68 degrees and 74 on humidity. And
So they're holding pretty good top to bottom.
yeah. Now, this drawer here,
Or that's just a shelf.
this is just the shelf. And I've got some Dark Shark, which it's a good cheap cigar. I really like them. It's got a good smoke to it. And also I have some
What's that?
prize fighter.
Oh, that's some of those Gurkhas.
Yeah, it's a Gurkha.
Yeah.
And this is a good smoke for a cheap cigar.
We really lucked out on those because most Gurkhas are real expensive.
Yeah. So I'm always looking for sales on cigars. So when I run across a sale, I try to get them if I can afford them. And then on this top shelf,
Actually, those are mine. New
these
ones.
are kind of Kathy's new ones. They're the
Okay, that's the Quorum Maduro, and I think the other is a Quorum Shade.
yeah. That's the Quorum Duo, and this one is the Quorum Shade, which is a little bit lighter cigar.
Yeah.
But
I like them because they're a Corona size. And as a rule, I like a Corona or smaller, where Steve likes those Toros and Robustos.
Yeah. So this unit will hold up to 300 cigars. And I figure if you keep them in the box, it'll hold less than 300. It'll probably hold maybe 250 if you keep them in the box. But I don't ever keep mine in the box.
Well, we buy a lot of ours in bundles, so they don't even have a box to worry with.
And I put some Vita packs in with them, some of the big ones, the 69 bigger Vita pack. And I've got a couple of the small ones that I've laid in there with it to help with the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, the bottom shelf, they're a little bit still tight. And I've got some of these beads in there, just small beads. But overall, it's been a really, really good unit. I've been well pleased with it. And I've got room enough down here on the very bottom shelf that I could put a couple of boxes of cigars down here or just some loose ones. But plenty of room in it. I'm going to order another shelf when I can find one to replace this shelf here. This is just kind of a little makeshift deal here. I put this in kind of keep the cigars from rolling out the front. But like I said, I'm going to order another shelf for it. So I'll have two shelves. Now you can put 5 shelves in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you
or
want
any
to.
number of drawers.
Yeah, or any number of drawers.
The thing is finding them that fit.
Yeah. But that's what I've got planned is order one more drawer. And that gives me 2 drawers and
3 shelves.
3 shelves. But Badge, I hope this kind of helps you.
Yeah, I know you got a new one coming.
Yeah,
so.
no, you got a brand new one coming, you said. You was wanting to need one, but need one don't sell overseas because they said the electricity in them is different from ours over here, and that's why they just sell them over here. But I hope you find you a good unit. I hope it works as well as this one. And I know when you said you talked to Need One that they recommended this other brand that would accommodate y'all's grid over there. I didn't think about, these things operating off of a different type of electricity from us to y'all, but I guess they do.
Well, in a way, electricity is electricity, but they use different kinds of plugs and different strengths.
Different strength of electricity, so they said that's why they didn't sell them over there. But like I said, I've been well pleased with this unit. It's a good looking unit. Of course, it has the light, the little small light, and which it don't do real good. I mean, it'll light up the top shelf. That's about it. I can turn it on, let you see that. So I really, really have enjoyed it. And I tell you, the one I had before this one that I had to send back, I had nothing but trouble out of that thing. I mean, it sweated on the inside so bad that I almost had water running out the door. And I tried everything that I could think of to get that humidity down. And it just would not come down.
Well, even with nothing in there to add humidity, the thing sweated.
Sweated real bad. And that was on the...
No, it was an off-brand we found on Wayfair.
Yeah, it's an off-brand we found on Wayfair. And that's what you get into when you're trying to buy real cheap. But I felt this unit to be a reasonable price unit. It was a little bit more than the 250 cigar that I sent back. Of course, it held, 50 more cigars. So you can figure if it's going to hold more, it's going to cost more.
But it didn't cost that much more, just a couple of dollars.
Yeah, just a couple of dollars. And I've been well pleased with it. Once I got this thing set up and got my cigars in it, I haven't had to worry about it not one bit. I've gotten up and I've checked it several times, and no sweating. Humidity's been right where it should be, and right where I like to keep it at. Now, some people like to set their things, a little higher or a little lower. But I found around 68 works just fine for here in Oklahoma with our humidity and everything the way it is and our temperatures, because we've been pretty hot for the last several weeks. So, like I said, I've been well pleased with it. And so, anybody that's looking for a humidor that lives here in the States, now they only sell these need ones in the United States. They don't sell them overseas. And I thought they would sell them overseas because the company is from overseas. I mean, they're from...
well, the main factory's somewhere in China.
Yeah, the main factory somewhere's in China. You would figure they would sell them in both places, but I guess they don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get for thinking when my brain ain't used to it. And right now, my brain ain't much on thinking, because I tell you what, them people in the courtroom, I tell you what, they asked me so many cotton-picking questions and everything. My brain, I walked out of there, and I was lucky to even find the front door to get out. So, but, Badge, I hope this helps you with your new one when you get it in. I've really enjoyed this one, and I hope the new one that you get in works just as well and as good as this unit here that I've got. Because I tell you, there's nothing like having trouble out of a humidor. Because we put in a lot of money on cigars, and to have a humidor to run them can be pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And of course, I'll probably never have this thing filled up full of cigars. It holds 300 cigars. But at least I've got the ability, if I catch a good sale, and I don't have to worry about letting
got a place to put them.
Letting that sale go by me without having a place to put them. So whether I smoke them right then or what.
And then I inherited our older one that I put all my small stuff in.
Yeah, Kathy, I had a little small unit, and it held 250 cigars, which it didn't really hold 250.
No, I think it holds about 100, 150.
About 150. And so I let her take that one over because she likes a different cigar than I do. And you can see how tall this humidor is. We use it for end table by our couch. It's almost right at arm level. And we keep hers back here in the bedroom because I'm too lazy to get up and walk back here to get a cigar. So I hold mine up closer.
Well, I usually bring a handful at a time up here.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this little video. Hope it helps anybody out that's wanting to order one. And just read your instructions and follow them, and you shouldn't have any trouble out of them. But me, like I said, I didn't wipe my shelves down with some still water. I just let them stay in there dry and let the humidor do its work. So, and it's worked out real good for me. So, enough of this rambling on, which I know I'm rambling quite a bit. I am dead tired from the day. So, I hope everybody well. And if you enjoyed this video and you like it, give me a thumbs up. And I'll try to answer anybody the best I can if they have any questions. If you want to text me about it, I'll be more than happy to tell you what I know, which is not a whole lot. I'm kind of new at cigars like everybody else is, but I enjoy my pipes too. But in the summertime, pipes are a little bit hot to smoke, where a good cigar is not too bad when you're smoking outside. And I enjoy my pipes in the wintertime. So I've got the best of both worlds. I got summertime covered and I got the wintertime covered. So, yeah, if you got any questions, just text me and I'll try to answer them the best I can. And subscribe to me. I appreciate all my subscribers. I love listening to everybody. I can't hardly answer to everybody's because, shoot, man, I've got, I think, over 200 or 300 people that I've subscribed to, and it's just hard to find enough time in a day to try to watch every video that comes across. So, but I try to watch a couple of new ones every other day or so. I move around quite a bit on it. Might not make a whole lot of comments on theirs or something, but I do watch them and I do listen to them, and I enjoy them. And hope you do the same with my videos. So, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the Creator is good to everybody. And take care of each other and watch after each other. So, with this little bit here, I'm going to say Wado, and God bless each and every one of you. Wado.